Hello everyone, and welcome to Codebusting. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of the Polana. We're going to be doing a Polana Foods deck that made Deck of the Week. It is the Jimmy John's Ridiculously Fast Food Deck. I think it's a pretty strong entry into the rush meta that we're seeing to fight a lot of the slower anarchs that we're seeing. Some of the key pieces of this deck is the Grail Ice Suite, including 2 Excalibur to kind of nix criminals in their absence of AI. Lots of money. 3 Caprice. 3 Batty. And just gotta go fast. Fast as possible. It's got 3 Niseis to help with that plan. Corporate sales teams to keep the money flowing. And also 3 Future Perfects, which help protect themselves. It's a very straightforward build. It's one I'm very interested in. I've been playing a lot more Rush lately. I've got my scotch. Let's fire up the music and let's see how it goes. Hey Tass, thanks for watching. Let's do this thing. Let's fire it up. Live stream. Thank you everybody for joining me. All right, let's do this. For those of you who didn't watch last episode, there has been a rebrand. A&R Black Hats is now self-modifying code because it's just kind of reflects the ethos that I'm taking with the content of always trying to get better. And also just my thoughts on, what a lot of the content as the channel has evolved, what it's ended up being, which is me trying to get better and bringing all of you for the ride, so hopefully you can enjoy and get better too. So let's take a look. We've got our opponent. All right, let me toggle video mode. Let's look at our opener. This is a pretty solid opener. I think we keep this. Good luck, have fun. Hey Laura. Alright. So we gotta go fast. So I think we do Galahad in a new remote. We put down corporate sales team and we advance it. Gotta go fast. Yeah, hang on. So let's res. Tass, I will share the, oh, that's what I was hoping my opponent would not have. Oh, well. You live by the speed, you die by the speed. Yeah. What I'll do is I'm going to put the link to the DOGE background in the show notes. Alright, so let's just put that on R&D and then money up. So it's not the end of the world. Alright, I'm adding it to the show notes right now, so the direct link to it is in there now. Alright, so we've got Batty, which will make things more interesting. Balder, can't get into my lap right now, buddy. Alright, so I think we put this into the server and then get some bucks. Legwork? You're gonna be disappointed. Alright, so server 1, advance. I actually don't think we need to do anything here. Because we can Batty. And then if we bet 2, then they can't break all the subroutines. Or actually, maybe we just put the Cortex lock in front of it just to be awful. So they're drawn. They're drawn. They're drawn. Looks like they're gonna let us have this one. Yep. Advance, 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 score. Alright, with this film critic down, we definitely need to get this future perfect out of our hands. So we're gonna need to do an overdraw. There's the Mopus. There's the Nisei. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. Gotta go fast. So it's worth noting that our opponent does not actually have enough MU to deal with Cortex Lock. I mean, it would only be 1 MU anyway, but or 1 net damage anyway, but it is what it is. So there's Cypher. There's a Mopus hit. But now they have more memory units, which is nice. And they're just going to let us have it. Alright. Onward and upward. Hey, Brandon. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate coming out to see it. And Kayak, yeah. Batty Cortex Lock is always pretty good. Alright. Sure, I'll res it. Might as well. Alright, that man goes into the bin. Do we just go for the win here? I mean, I think that's what we do. This is only going to get worse. Oops, I made a mistake. Should have done the... I made a mistake there. I should have... Alright, we're going for the kill here. 0, 1, or 2. 0, 1, or 2. I think this is a 1. Well, I could have had the game there. That could have gone a lot better. I never know what to pick on corpse side games. I guess I should have bet 2 there. That would have just been the game. Laura, you are so bloodthirsty. Oh yeah, Excalibur is a Grail Ice. That's true. Wasting these legworks. I just really need to close this ASAP. I think if I can force the run, I can do this. Oh shit, there's no end the run here. Oh, but I have the Merlin, which they don't know about. So I could just get a kill here if they can't get a killer on the table. I may have just thrown the game, but we're gonna find out. There's the RDI. Mopus. There's the run. Don't hit an agenda, don't hit an agenda. Awesome. I think we're okay. Oh, man. That is rough sauce. I guess we just have to hope our opponent doesn't hit on this run before we can get ice down. Perfect. Let's J-How it up a little bit. Then let's get that. Let's get something down on R&D. You gotta... Yeah, this is gonna be really rough. I think we probably lose here. No, holy crap. Okay, so we're ready to close next turn, potentially. Oh, pipeline. Cypher is pretty bad for this deck. I think we just have to go for it, right? Please don't hit an agenda. Please don't hit an agenda. Please don't hit an agenda. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so we're gonna res this. Good game. I got very lucky. All right, so we went fast and we went to Jimmy John's and we got some food. Let's get another game going. The Jimmy Jangs. Hey, Bill. Up against Andy. Woo! Let's toggle video mode. And let's mulligan this very bad hand away. That's not much better. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to stop our opponent from using Temujin Contract. Alright, so we need to cover all 3 centrals to prevent any kind of Temujin recovery. So let's just install it, get a buck. Bill, the JNet accounts did not get messed up as far as I know. Yeah, Laura, I did get very, very lucky with those R&D accesses, but sometimes when you're only playing 9 agendas, things do work out for you. Oh. Okay. You employee striked me. How's the resolution? Is everything coming through okay? I was having some encoding issues earlier. Let's draw. Alright, everybody. Let's see if I can get a quick win. So I did a Cortex lock with a baddie behind it, and if they try to run it, even if they inside job it, I can kill them. Good game. The Ruse. Ruse and no shin. People, I mean, I'm guilty of this when I'm playing Adam. People forget that Cortex Lock is an ice that exists. A very good one at that. Whew. Fast. So that's 2 for 2. I mean, yeah, Brandon, Cortex Lock still exists, but people forget, and then they just die. Like, people have been leaning on Mimic and MK Ultra super heavily, forgetting that any of these 2MU consoles that are popular, like Cypher, you're just gonna face check and die. And in that case, I was expecting the play where my opponent would inside job it, I would res it anyway, and then baddie it and potentially kill them. And the worst case scenario is I fail the baddie side game, but then they've still wasted an inside job. You gotta go fast, Brandon. Going fast is the only way to be. This is a really bad hand. We are going to say, good luck, have fun. We're gonna toggle video mode. We're gonna get the power of the Doge going, and we're gonna mulligan. That's a little better. Alright. I think there are going to be Atmans in play. So I think we can afford to put the Cortex Lock on HQ, the Swordsman on R&D, and then just click for a bucko and see what happens. Yeah, Brandon, I like to play aggressively. I tend to play very cerebrally intensive runners. So because of that, even if it's quick because I'm losing, I like to play corps that play quickly to make it so that my games don't go to time. Let's do new remote, server 1. So, what are people playing right now to fight the Cypher meta? Okay, peace in our time. Our opponent's just gonna let me have that one. Yeah, but no. Hit me up in the live chat. I want to know what people are playing to try to combat Cypher. I don't think it's a broken card, but I think it is a very strong one that's changing the way we play. So I'd like to hear what people are doing. We can talk about it. All right, so I think I know where this is going. I think this is a Congress. I think this is the Giant Dad. I think this is the Giant Dad deck. So I'm just gonna windmill. Windmiller's gonna windmill. So John's playing Friends with Next and HBFA, which works perfectly great. CI Acid Spam, which Thomas is playing. Kayak is playing IG49. And Cybernetics Yomi deck. Yeah, pretty good. Alright. So, it's worth noting. We are on our 5th turn, and we are threatening the win. God, wow, this deck is really good. Just gotta go fast. Also, remember, people, be willing. Yomi Thomas is a term that is, you know, being able to read your opponent. Unless your question isn't about the actual word. But Cybernetics Division Yomi usually refers to the Mushin no Shin or Edge of World, like baiting people into runs and reading your opponent and getting them to hit traps. Let's put the Merlin on R&D. Yeah, I'll make you install. What are you even gonna bring out? Oh, you're just gonna fill your memory units. Yep. I like this deck a lot. We're just humming along. Draw. Let's do that. Let's put that on HQ. We need a killer. We need a Lancelot, and then we can score out the final agenda. Tapeworm. I'll purge. We've got time. So now that Clot's gone, that Cortex lock is back on. Now it's off, but they don't have room for their final breaker. So I actually think now is the time. Let's purge. I've got the time. Like, we're just making money here. These tapeworm decks. Oh, there goes your console. No worries. All right. So now Tapeworm's gone. There's Cypher. I wish I hadn't pitched that Cortex lock. Alright, so server 1. We need some ice. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's effectively blank. Oh, what? This Kate deck? We just need the Badia, then we can go for the Cortex kill. Yeah, I think this is the Giant Dad, like, lock deck, I think. Yeah, Ian, yeah, I know you've been killing a lot of people with Railgun. I slotted a Hades shard specifically for you. Just for you. All right. So there we go. Let's put that in server 1. And then we're pretty good on money. So I guess we can ditch that restructure, and next turn we go for the win. Shrike. Come on, Lancelot. Alright, so the time has come. So let's get back a Cortex lock, a restructure, and a green level, and we just gotta go for it. Let's see if I can win a side game twice in a row. Oh, here's a Vamp. That's exciting. Forgot of that. Should have put a Caprice on here too. That stinks. Thomas or somebody, can somebody find me a copy of this Kate list? I'm very interested in it. Alright, so let's install that on HQ. And then let's gain some bucks. We're in kind of a tough spot here. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be that one. This might be our first loss. So we'd be what? 3-1? I don't know how many games we've played so far. I think this is game 4. Things do not look great. We need money. Oof. Okay, so gain a buck. That. Yeah, we're gonna get vamped here. Yeah, I think more scotch is needed. Let's see if we can bluff that as an agenda. I mean, not that it super duper matters. Cortex lock does nothing. Things are looking somewhat grim. Battle of the monies. Draw. I don't think there's any good way we're going to be able to score. Not until we get a baddie in our hands. Yeah. more scotch is always needed. Alright, so I'm gonna get vamped back to oblivion while my opponent just has a never-ending supply of drip economy. It's pretty good. Oh, there's even more crap over here. This is a pretty good deck, I would say. Alright, I think we're in rough shape here. The sauce is very rough. This is some rough sauce. I don't know. So I think this will be our first loss. This will be 3-1, which I'm okay with. But man, this is a really interesting build. I like how in Underworld Contact, the guy is using a phone that is less technologically advanced looking than the phones we have now. Also, I do not know a single living person who holds their phone that way. Let's end it. Come at me, bro. Come into HQ. Do it. It's this burner phone. That's a pretty crappy burner phone. We didn't go fast enough. We didn't rush hard enough. Yeah, this looks like the kind of annoying deck that I would play. Oh. That's good game. So the reason I'm calling it good game here is we don't have any fast advance options. So the best I could do is an install and advance an agenda. And then on my opponent's turn, they will just remove the thing from Film Critic and win. Bill, thank you for jumping in and playing. So we're 2-1. Let's find a new game. All right. So looking at this list, I mean, again, it's a rush deck, so we don't have a lot of late game viability. I think I was a little too pensive, and it cost me the game. We're gonna do good luck, have fun. We're gonna toggle video mode, and we're gonna mulligan. That's way better. All right. So I think we hedge. We put the hard and the run on HQ, the cheapest one, and then we put the program trash on R&D, and then we move on from here. Right. I don't know why my opponent is running there unless they're gonna install. Oh, right. Tapeworm. Everybody's got tapeworm. Or tapworm. Purge. Yeah, we're not letting that stay around. I ain't got crap to do anyway, so I might as well just purge that. And the only person, I think, in my local meta who called that Tapeworm was going to be as good as it was Thomas, who's here right now. There's Baba. Uh-oh. Okay, so we definitely need to go fast. Let's draw. And then let's live dangerously. Let's celebrity gift. We need to money up. Then we're gonna try to bait the baddie and destroy Baba. Yeah, we're up against some Voltron. Alright, there's your Temujin bucks. Another Tapeworm. Okay. So let's go ahead and put the Excalibur on archives. Let's draw. And let's put this on HQ. Okay, we gotta go faster. Must go faster. Must go faster. That clip from Jurassic Park. There's Marin. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to hedge and try to be funny with our Cortex lock trick again. Because there's not a lot of recursion, so if we can kill some breakers on this. Oh yeah. So they're full up on memory. Just draw. Draw. Let's put the swordsman on server 1. Things are gonna get weird. Perfect. Okay. So we are going to put this on server 1. And then we're going to put the Nisei in it and see what happens. Yeah, Task Swordsman's going to be good here if I can. I'm not familiar with this style of play, so I'm not playing as optimally as I should. If you lovely viewers see anything that I'm missing, obviously missing, or just any improvements, please let me know, because I am very interested in this build. So, we get our Nisei, thanks to the Excalibur. Next turn, I think I might purge to see if I can get my opponent to burn the sacrificial construct to save the tapeworm. Ooh, gauntlet. Now those cortex locks are looking pretty inviting. There's the rumor mill. However, you have no fractor, so we're going to resolve a Grail Ice, and we're going to end the run. It's pretty good. So let's hedge. Oh, right. Batty doesn't do anything. Crap. At least I can make you spend some money. Can't use Baba. Hey, Doc. So our opponent's going to have to use the SatCon here. Or lose Fairy. You can't do that after I res the next ice. So now we're just gonna I don't know, I like Rumor Mill, Doc, and tasks. I just think it's a problematic for certain builds because you basically don't know if your agendas are safe or not. Alright, so I'm gonna do a 0. 0. Yeah, I don't think that he was trying to cheat either. Unfortunately, he now can't get back. He can't not have the knowledge that the next thing is a Cortex lock, which I wouldn't have rezzed if he kept the fairy. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick there, but like that's game state knowledge that when I'm a rush deck, I can't take that back. And it's also things that are a lot easier when we're in person, because then while I'm holding the ice to flip it over and he's deliberating or they're deliberating, and they're saying, wait, I want to do it the other way instead, I can hold the ice and not show it. But once the continue option happens online, I'm assuming that my opponent's continuing. So I flip the ice. I guess we're just firing. And then we use our Nisei token to end the run. We have wiped out our opponent's hand. All this peace in our time. That was a very pan card. Looks like there's a lot more to it. Alrighty. This is game 4, I believe. We've won 2 and lost 1. All right. Server 1. Draw. Gauntlet is really good. I wish it was as good as Desperado. Actually, I wish it cost 1 less credit, and then it would be imminently more playable, Thomas. 1 less credit. It's amazing what a difference a 4-cost console as opposed to a 5-cost console is. Money. So it's worth noting our opponent never saw the Lancelot that went down there. Whew, too many agendas. Taz, I think Desperado would be fine as printed if it only gave that credit the first time you made a successful run. Oh, shit. I forgot to use Jackson. That's what I get for not paying attention. Good game. So that's 4 or 3 and 1. That's 3 and 1. This feels very much so like almost a red Argus where like my late game is largely non-existent. Mulligan. Let's toggle video mode. Thanks for watching. Look. Have fun. So I think we're going to do hedge fund. I'm going to put that on HQ. We're going to put that on R&D and call it a day. I don't know, Doc. I think a good replacement for Wizard would just be somebody to replace Noise, since Noise makes it so that good viruses can't get printed. and then it just be somebody who has some sort of ability dealing with viruses and virus counters to manipulate Imp. Oh, right, but Imp's not in the core set, is it? Damn it. Alright. So let's draw. Let's draw. And let's get ready for the kill. Potentially. Yeah, for some reason YouTube doesn't let anybody post links for, you know, probably safety and sanity reasons. Laura, if you want to play in the next match, I can just wait. I think I could just rush here, right? Yeah, I think I could. Let's do this. And then let's put one of the baddies in the new server. We'll play it a little safer. Yeah, Bill, that giant dad Kate is brutal as hell. Vaya con Dios. Fortune favors the bold. Let's do it. So we're going to reveal the Lancelot and the Galahad. Yeah, Source does feel bad, Bill, if you don't have Film Critic. So our opponent's coming on in. And now they can't threaten this future perfect, which is nice. Are we gonna get APOC'd? Oh, thank God. Yeah, I hear a lot of people are trying to fast advance right now, Thomas and Doc. So the source is pretty bad. It's pretty bad for you. All right. Let's draw. Let's restructure. 2 open MU. Let's put Lancelot. Next turn, we're going to fast track. We're going to fast track for the Nisei and just jam it in there. Because this server forces our opponent to get both breakers they don't currently have. Yeah, so I think we're going to be good to go here. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Oh, look, we didn't even have to fast track for it. If that's the case, let's just gain a buck. I like how it looks like the DOGE is just eyeing my opponent's programs. Yeah, Alec, you gotta go fast. Going fast is the way you gotta be. We've had 2 games now where our opponents have been playing Gauntlet. Yeah, Nisei score should seal this. I'll just windmill whatever agenda I get next into the remote, especially since there's no program recursion threat currently. There's only the Da Vinci, which at most can get 1 program out. So let's go ahead and advance, advance, advance. And then we're just waiting on an agenda. Yeah, Gauntlet kind of like Smoke, Bill, is a card that's going to be great for a meta that doesn't exist currently. As weird as that is to say. Like, Gauntlet's going to be great once the meta, if the meta shifts back towards, you know, big ice, big scoring windows, because then, you know, every single run is going to be a huge HQ dig, which has always been super powerful against. Alright, so here, we're just going to fast track a Nisei, and then we're going to put it in the remote. And we're going to call this one a done deal. I mean, unfortunately, Bill, I still think Astrolabe or Cypher is the best console for Smoke. Being able to break like a curtain wall for 3 credits because of Cypher, or really anything that's a big sentry for a 1 stealth credit is really good. And then we're gonna advance, 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 and we're gonna score. Good game, well played. So now we are 3-1 or 4-1? We're 4-1, I think. All right. Balder, come here. Come on, buddy. I'll pet you. You big weirdo. Yep. That's pretty okay. Because we can block off Temujin. Good luck, have fun, Laura. Let's see how we do. So let's go Quandary HQ. Let's go Cortex Lock Archives for the lulls, and then Let's go Lancelot. R&D. Have paging big guns. Alright, so an inject was played. Clippy in the bin. Alright. So, let's go money, money, money. Balder! Come on, buddy. There's nothing over there. Come on. You're alright. We just need a Galahad. Galahad would be pretty good. Is Laura playing the awful wizard deck I made earlier, Ian? Hey Kyle, thanks for joining us. Because if she's playing the wizard deck that I just built for our meta, she's probably going to rip me in half like I'm a phone book. Yeah, Val's going to be tough for any rush based deck. Kyle mentions that this deck, the Jimmy John's deck, really struggles against Val Blackmail Recursion, which is 100% accurate. But that's true of any rush deck. Alright, so let's draw. There's the Galahad. So we're going to get ready. We're not going to put the Galahad down, though, because we've already seen Clippy. So we're going to use Merlin instead. Balder. Buddy, there's nothing in there. Actually, I think I'm going to go for the money. Balder, stop crying. There's nothing in there for you. Come here. So this is not an ideal opener. Was not expecting the DDoS. That was my fault. So let's do server 1, and then now my opponent, Laura, cannot do the DDoS. We're in rough shape. Yeah, Brandon, I'm terrible at figuring out what I'm supposed to bet for side games. Advance, advance, advance. At least we've got the money humming away now. And it's worth noting that unless an ice carver goes down, Yogg is not going to be doing Laura a ton of help here. So I think we're also going to put an Excalibur down on R&D just to stop the any kind of big digs. It's just money up. If we could draw a 5-3, that would be ideal. Oh, we need to get another piece of ice on HQ, huh? There's Cypher. Alright, so we need something that's not a quandary on HQ. Screw it. I think we just go for it and hope with the limited money that we can squeeze it out. I don't know. I think Cypher and Aaron are both very powerful cards, but I don't think they're broken. They just are what they are. All right, so this might be game loss here. I was hoping that she would not have the Siphon in hand. So we're going to be maybe 4-2 here. And here's the second one. So So we're not going to be able to res both Merlins, so that's game loss. Good game. All right, 4 and 2. Onward and upward. Laura is actually the newest member of our Netrunner Quest podcast, which will be returning shortly. She's going to be our 5th member, so now we're going to be able to form Voltron. All right. What a weird opener. Good luck, have fun. That's an even weirder opener. Balder, come here. I think, Brandon, what would make Big Ice playable again is an upgrade, maybe a unique upgrade even, that says that Ice on this server cannot have their strengths reduced. Yeah, Alan points out that you can just railgun right through an Aaron anyway. Alright, so let's do a new remote. Let's put Batty in there and see if we can get the easy kill. Okay. All right then. Let's just money up and get ready to armor up. Perfect. Really hope I draw an agenda soon so we can take advantage of this very large scoring window that's being created. Because that was like an ideal scoring window right there that we just could not take advantage of because we can't draw an agenda. Oh my god, where are the agendas? We're a rush deck. Okay, at least we've got a fast track now. Cortex Lock is probably going to have a limited viability soon. It's get rid of the quandary. We're beyond the stage where quandary is going to matter. Cool. Okay, so we're going to fast track corporate sales team. And then we're going to put that shit down. Oh, should have double stacked. Oh well. That was my own dumb fault. There wasn't a baddie window once I passed priority off to the encounter and used the Grail effect. I could have done net damage to my opponent beforehand. I should have double stacked with a Lancelot so I could have baddied that. So we got a triple Lancelot going, just for lulz, because I don't want to end the run. I want my opponent to hit this Cortex lock. Things are not looking great. The upgrade was a Marcus Batty Kyle. We gotta try to get something scored. We're just getting slaughtered by the Cypher recursion. Wow. Okay. Good game. All right, so we are 4-2. Or is this 4-3? No, we're 4-3 now. 7 games already? I mean, I think Chiashi is definitely an option, Bill, but I don't know if there's enough AI right now. Reina, okay. It's Mulligan. I want a better ice speed than that. Good luck, have fun. Alright, so let's do that on R&D, that on HQ, and then gain a buck. No, Kyle, I have not done a lot of experimenting with Chronos Protocol. Future Perfect. I think we do 2 here. And then we just money up. Weird game. The Xanadu. Have not seen that card in a very, very long time. We're getting there. So let's get money. Install advance. So it's worth noting, if they run here and just face check, we can make them hit the Galahad. Okay, so I'll just do this and just make the remote agenda safe. That's worth the extra money. Advance, 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 score. Yeah. Reina's really hard to make work right now. There was a time where she was the most oppressive runner in the game because almost all ice had a cost equal to or higher than its strength. Now that there is so much economy and there is so much high value, low cost ice, Reina's ability is just not nearly as impactful as it was. Gotta go fast when you're playing the Jimmy Johns. Yeah, you can have as much money as you like. Alright, so here's where things are going to get exciting. So, we're going to put the Merlin down on server 1. We're going to draw. And then we're going to put the Cortex lock in front of R&D, and then next turn we're going to go for the future perfect score. Yes, I drew last click. That happens sometimes. So I use the Nisei token to avoid the account siphon, because we're not having that. Is there a Clippy? There's no Clippy. Alright, so that's exciting. Alright, so there's no Clippy threat. So we're going to let our opponent pass this one. Then we're going to res Galahad. We're going to reveal the other two. Fires? Which I believe it does. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that, and then we're gonna end the run. Advance, advance, advance. Score. Okay. You cannot afford to break. You just wanted the install. That's fair. All right, so we are going to install. We are going to advance. And then we are going to put this quandary in front of HQ so that our opponent cannot siphon us. And our opponent has no out, so that is the game close. All right, so that's a W. All right, let's do a little bit of a retrospective. I think the deck is really strong as it is. I don't think there's much you could change. You just have to be aware that like certain matchups are incredibly bad. I think the Cortex Lock is nice for Cypher because if it's behind another piece of ice and they've already used the ability, they've got a reduced hand size type deal, so net damage is always going to potentially be more impactful. Cypher is also a 2MU console, so if they're doing these tricks early with a lot of open memory, they could potentially just get destroyed. So, I don't know. I think it's a really solid deck. I think I need to get a little bit better at piloting it. Yeah. I think it looks incredibly good. I might cut a wraparound and turn it into a vanilla, and then get a third Jackson, and, you know, re-kajigger some stuff around. But other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Or even just cut a green level and put a Jackson. Friends in high places could also be good. That would be nice. John mentions that we could just do a clean swap of friends in high places for green level clearance, which means that we could just reinstall our defensive upgrades, which could certainly help. Yeah, that's a neat idea. I like that a lot. I think we're good on money otherwise. Yeah, no, I think that's solid. Franz in place of green level. And it helps us get ice back too. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me on your Tuesday evening to watch me eat some Jimmy John's and do some Palana Banana. I have the deck list in the show notes below. Check it out. By popular request, my Doge background is also in the show notes. And also, yeah, check everything out. Feel free to critique my play and give me some feedback on what you're playing in the current meta. And until we see you all again, always be running.